Morning guys, how are you doing? Happy Monday. How are you all today? I hope you've all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Okay, so today I thought I would do another what am I wearing and show you a few pieces because I think it's fun. Also, like I said, I want to do these more and I want to show you different ways of wearing the various different things that are in the collection. So I'll show you over here. Over here we have sort of our evening rail of evening pieces, and a few people have bought these, have bought some evening pieces, so it's quite nice to know how to put them together, how to wear them, but it's not just for evening. If you're just going out for a drink, if you're just doing some, you know, sort of a sort of late afternoon lunch, maybe going towards the evening, if it's a funky bar. Do you remember I was saying to you on the weekend I went to a restaurant, a hotel bar in Covent Garden, and then after that we went to this little French bistro in Soho, and it was interesting. I was just sitting around watching. I love, again, we just love people watching, and just looking at all the young kids in Soho and what they're wearing and how they are and how it all, you know, what they, you know, how their body is, how their life is, how they're sitting, how they're moving, because all of those sorts of things kind of depicts how clothes are for these young girls. I mean, quite frankly, all of these young kind of media types, I think most of them were in sort of lycra, which I thought was a bit kind of like, it's a bit Kardashian-y for me. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, a little bit of lycra, but this kind of Balenciaga black kind of, you know, mummified thing, you know, in the evening. I think I get it, you know, party, yes, you know, a black dress, yes, but I think, you know, for a sort of early evening little French bistro, you know, black top, black leg. Anyway, I don't want to start slagging off anyone else's. That's just how they are. Good luck to them. But anyway, we are much more stylish, aren't we? So we're going to do it in a different kind of way. So that's that. So I've got my little glasses on, and so I wanted to show you. So we've got the polystyrene jeans on with the Amina mugs. I thought that little sort of thing of green is really cool, and the cardigan. And I've got my Miles Davis t-shirt on, which is a really kind of nice way to wear this, I think. You know, for an early evening little going out escapade. And ordinarily I would most probably, if I was going out and walking around town, I'd put it with a suede boot. You could also put it with an over the knee boot, which are these ones here, which are those Provenza Scholas, over the knees. It's the Robert Clergerais. You can do all sorts of shoes with it, but I think this is cool. I think it's funky. I quite like the little sort of invasion of the green. I think it's really nice, and again, it's just less predictable. You know, who wants to be predictable, like everything, you know? No, you know, we have our personality, and we will put our personality on our clothes. Thank you very much to all of you fashion editors and all of you people telling us this is the only way to wear something. Well, it's not, okay? We know how we want to wear our clothes, and we will put it together the way that we like it. Oh my God. My hormones. But anyway, so back to us radical types. So I've got it on with the green Amina Maldis, the lime green Amina Maldis, the DD Campbell, the cardigan, my Miles Davis t-shirt, and the polystyrene punk jeans. So that's how I would put it together. And these are I think it's Linda Farah Dam. I think so. Yeah, so that's how that one rocks and rolls, and I think that's a really cool little situation, right? So it's fun, it's different, it's interesting, it's a little bit more radical to some degree, you know, makes it a little bit less predictable, which is always a good thing. And I would, just for a bit, we've sold all these bags, this is the last one left, but we'll have some more coming through. I'm going to the tailor tomorrow. So I put it again with a little, if you just want a little clutch, I think that's a cool little look, isn't it? It's funky, it's cool, it's interesting. Again, if you're going to a lobby bar, if you're going out for a nice lunch and somewhere sort of not like a Nobu-y or kind of that sort of thing, or just doesn't have to be a big name, but anyway, funky, that's interesting, where you want to get dressed up, but then you don't want to be sort of, you don't want to be look like a you know, whatever. You just want to be funky and interesting and different, as we all are, right? So that's it. So that's my little look for today. I'm finishing early today because I had a client in earlier. I've got so many things to do. It's pouring with rain, and I'm going to finish some drawings, email some clients, and then I'm going to go home and have an early Monday. That's going to be me. So yeah, anybody interested in anything, wants to make an appointment, styling advice, any other, what else do we do here? Interiors. Any interiors, then hit me up, let me know. Okay guys, have a wonderful evening. Ciao.